Hey, I'm Kevin. Welcome to another episode of the Challenge Free Agents Recap. And this week we start the episode with in a really sad note. Why? Because it is tomorrow's funeral, and it's just very sad. And just the way this episode starts, I imagine myself that Johnny was marching down the stairs with his banana costume because he won, and he was trying to like scream and yell that he won over Jordan or something like that. That's what I was imagining, but thank God it wasn't that, and it was something else. But I mean, the commitment that all the cast has to dress in black to bury this week is just so impressing. Their faces just tell me they're if they were really in a funeral, and it's like scary but funny at the same time. And one of the faces that I cannot get over is Laurel. Laurel's face is so freaking serious, like she is in an actual what's it called, a funeral. And I was like, damn. So then we go straight to a night out where everybody's having fun, and there's some hooking up with Nani and Kahara, and Kahara likes Nani, and he is telling her, I like you. Now tell me you like me. But she's like, I don't want to hurt you. And ta la 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 la. So later back in the house, Nani and Johnny from Portland are hooking up, and Johnny is actually saying that she had a thing for him and this and that, blah blah. So they actually hook up, and I think it really, really went down. Like they had sex with each other. And then in the next morning, it is so freaking weird that okay, before that weirdness happens, Johnny's and TT's room is talking about the hookup. Leroy, TT, Johnny, I mean Bananas and Devin are talking about the hookup, and they're whispering. So I don't know who get. I think it's CT who gets the boxers who were left in where the action happened, and it was just so funny. And they're like, he definitely had sex. There's some proof there. So later the awkwardness comes, and where Nani and Johnny from Portland actually had sex, there is Kahara laying down talking to Nani, and I'm like, whoa. I mean, okay, first Nani did nothing wrong because Kahara is not his boyfriend, her boyfriend, but still, if you feel like you have a special connection with this person, you might want to respect that person because you have a special connection. Duh. But that's how we get to the challenge. So they get to the challenge, and the first thing they see are like freaking strings, ropes, whatever they are, um, all tangled up in a vary of colors, bright colors. So they do not know what the fuck they're gonna do, and they're at this point like thinking the worst they can imagine. So this game is called Strike a Pose. Oh, I mean that's the episode's name. The challenge's name is Hold That Pose. So they're gonna be playing in two teams. What? Okay, each player's gonna. Okay, let me get this down. Each player is gonna have a set of colored, special colored strings, ropes, whatever you wanna call them, assigned to, and there's a whole bunch of them. So basically, it's just to hold on to these strings and to not touch the sand at all. So basically, you're gonna be trying to balance yourself with these strings ropes, whatever, and they're all tangled up, so it's very difficult. So the first team who gets everybody in their strings, ropes, hanging, and nobody touching the rope has to do stay still for a minute, and then whoever does it first is the winner. And I thought, okay, this is gonna go really fast. But so the two team captains for this week's challenge are Devin and Johnny from Portland. So at this point, I'm like, okay, I hope Devin does not pick me. Please do not pick me, Devin. But the teams end up like this. In Devin's team is CT, Cara Maria, Jessica, Leroy, Zach, and Nani. On Johnny's team, we got Anissa, Bananas, Kahada, Teresa, Laurel, and Preston. And in Johnny from Portland's team is kind of, it's just all weirded out. Why? Because Laurel is not feeling the game like she always does. First of all, she is feeling weird because of the connection she had with Jordan. And I'm like, okay, Laurel, you are the beast. You are the it girl. Get your head in the game. Come on. And then we got Teresa and Anissa, who are BFFs, and Laura's trying to gun for these two, and she's been very public about it, and it's just weirdness all around. And to top that off, we have Johnny from Portland and Kahara in the same team, which of course they're in this fucking love triangle, and Johnny from Portland feels weird because he just had sex with Nani, and Kahara is like the huddle bottle of Nani. And I forgot to say, but Nani just says Kahara is my best friend of this whole game, of this whole house, and I'm like, best friend, fuck that. But anyways, at this point, I really thought that Johnny from Portland's team was gonna win because it looked like they had a better team. But the other team, I mean, the strategies they had are just way different. I just see Johnny from Portland's team going everywhere and trying. Everybody's trying to spend, trying to help one person get off the strings, while the other team is like helping each other. Everybody's helping each other. You know what I mean? I don't. It's just like looks like a big mess. So finally, Devin's team gets it together, and CT has the hardest pose. He has to hold on to only two ropes and actually balance himself, trying to keep his feet out of the ground. And he has to like literally hang for a minute, literally. And he is in this yoga type of Buddha shit pose, and they win. And I really thought they were gonna have to do it again because I really thought that TT was gonna touch the sand, but he did not. So Devin's team is the winner, and congrats to them. And actually, the whole team Portland is going to the draw and are gonna be picked to go into elimination round. So there's only 3 girls actually to be in the elimination round, and this is gonna get good. So back in the house, it's kind of clear that CT is talking with the members of his team, and he actually says that he wants strong players in his future teams, and that he would rather not have Preston anymore, that it's just his time to go. And I think everybody agrees with him. So later we get Nani talking to Preston about the whole Kahara thing, and she is feeling really bad because she doesn't want Kahara to look like a fool, to look stupid, because she was fooling around with him. But later Nani went and hooked up and had sex with Johnny from Portland. Later Devin talks to Laurel, and she is literally telling her, I trust you more than I trust anybody in this house to make decisions because you're like a fucking mastermind. And Laura is kind of taking it in consideration. And later Anissa and Teresa are talking about Laurel and how she is trying to get those two in, and it is true. And we get to the vote. So in the vote, it's unanimous. It is Anissa, and I really thought they were gonna choose Teresa. And it's so funny how she says it's my 15th time TJ, and TJ responds to that, and I think that was so funny. But you know, like, I understand why Anissa would get mad because, you know, She this is like her 10th challenge. She's never won a challenge, and she wants to get to the final and win. And it's clear the person is going in for the guys. And later, we have Nani talking to Kahara, um, and she comes clean that with everything that happened with Johnny, and she is crying. And at this point, I don't really see Kahara like a stupid person. I can see Kahara like he's actually having strong feelings for this girl, and and he has a huge heart. Like he understands that she feels bad just because of her face, of how she's crying. But anyways, later after that was before the votes, but later after the votes, we see Kahara and Nani just trying to have some fun because Kahara is going to the draw, and so we get to the draw, and the draw is so nerve wracking. This is the first time Laurel has ever been in the draw in since this shit started. So it's either her or Teresa going in, and this is getting so good because Laurel she decides the fate of both girls. So I knew inside that she was gonna get the kill card, and said and done, she flips the kill card and she gets the kill card. And Teresa is so happy. Anissa is so happy, and these girls are going at it because they have beef since this shit started. So back into the guys, Kahara gets the what's it called, the kill card, and this is gonna get so good because they're gonna play, or yeah, they're gonna play Oppenheimer, where they run, they have to cross each other in some point and fight to get to their bell, and so on and so on and so on. At this point, the guys are up first, and I have no doubt that then Kahara can take this, but like Kahara is this tiny and Preston is this tall, but still Preston is very, very skinny, and we don't know how much heart he has. So, well, we've seen how much heart he has, but I don't know against Kahara. You know, Kahara is a really good competitor. But anyways, the first round, um, they Kahara wins, but it was a fair fight. And then the second time, it was like game on. They cross each other and they're fucking battling each other and they're pushing each other. And at this point, I'm really like proud of Kahara, of Preston, because he gave a good ass fight, even though Kahara I ran a little bit faster because I mean they were going at it, and Preston was not going. Preston did not back out, and they were wrestling, and this was a good match. But Kahara ends up winning, and actually Preston gets praised by TJ, and that's the end of Preston. So now we have the girls, and the girls is more interesting. This is gonna get good, okay? And the first round, they were running and they cross each other, and I don't know if Laurel was feeling that she was just this super girl or something, but she just goes like this, and actually Anissa is actually going like she's playing football. And I gotta say that Laurel did say that this would be her like first real elimination round, and I totally agree because first she was with Kenny and it was a race. Okay, we know she can do it and we know Kenny can do it. Second, in cutthroat she went against Camilla. Camilla was very, very, very green back in that time, and that wasn't actually close. On Rival, she went up against Camilla again and Teresa, and she went up against Jasmine and Johnny, which just was a disaster. And then later she went with Jasmine again, which was a total disaster again. And I think this was a real now, like one on one, her by herself with a good competitor, and she thought she had this in the bag, but little did she know that actually it's because I think that she is too green too. Like she did not strategize well, and Anissa has done 15 of this, and she has won so many of them that she knows how to strategize in the pressure in the elimination rounds, but still they hit really hard, and I don't think that Laurel was prepared for that big of a hit. But it was so close. But Laurel's longer hands get to the bell first, and she gets to the first round. But I mean, and Isa was there too. It was just that she was a little bit slower than her. And in the second round, I see them more prepared, and they are pushing each other. And at this point, I needed to see Laurel's like more, like she's a football player, you know, like more arm, more shoulder, like being more prepared, because last time she just put her hand and that's not good. But now these two girls are going at it, and still it was a really close race, but Laura's longer hand gets the bell first and she wins. And I'm actually glad that Laurel won, you know, because I really like Laurel, and but I really do like Anissa. Laurel is a winner, and I like how she was not bragging at all that she won it like easy or nothing like that. She was like, she hit me pretty hard. Like my last thoughts on Anissa, that this time around I don't know how her mind was playing out, and this was a really, like, I know we're gonna see Anissa later on, but I hope she takes a break, but hope she comes back. Well, thank you for watching. Comment if you like, and follow me in Instagram and Twitter and all the good stuff. So thanks for watching. See you later, alligators, and bye bye.